This paper offers a reflexive, personalized account of myself, a Gwich'in woman who was raised in a white family, and my search for a deeper understanding of my Indigenous lived experience. Born and raised predominantly in Western culture, my Gwich'in experiences have been few and far between. Indigenous theory and methodology provides assumptions of what it means to live within specific Indigenous cultural boundaries. For Indigenous people who have not been wholly raised in an ethnic family model, traditional ways are not always available. This study begins from a place that seeks to challenge accounts of what it means to be Gwich'in. Through an autoethnographic reflection process, I use layers of theory and analysis to examine the values and beliefs that have been formed aside from the cultural and societal norms of Indigenous people. In doing so, I contend that Gwich'in culture is not born into us, but rather culture is what we create from it, based on our experiences through our unique and individual circumstances. These experiences and individual circumstances will then allow me to pass on knowledge to my children in order for them to showcase and explicitly use and value certain aspects of Indigenous culture. My qualitative data has been presented as a personal narrative based on my cultural experiences, using a layered autobiographical approach within the interpretive paradigm to explore the phenomenology of interethnic identity. My experiences and epiphanies were assembled in hindsight with the intention to use personal experiences to illustrate facets of cultural knowledge. Autoethnography takes a systematic approach to data collection, analysis, and interpretation of self and social phenomena involving self. Using my remembered moments that had significant impact on my life, my data enabled me to systematically analyze how Indigenous theory and methodologies produce sociocultural knowledge that influences the navigation of my cultural identity through personal stories. Despite glimpses of my Gwich'in culture, finding my own boundaries and establishing my indigeneity has been a complex, tender process. Yet I realized during my reflections that we have the ability to search for and create our own spiritual connection based on what we know. Therefore, it's not about everything there is to know, it's about recalling and appreciating those instances in which we are subconsciously entrenched in moments that transform us. If we can then teach our children that indigeneity is rooted in their own belief systems and decision-making assumptions, then we can begin to live in a continuum of wonder and discovery.